Big part of me and little part, which one of the two they don't like, they're able to put up with as Prime Minister, Chris.
All right, thanks, Mark. Mark Riley joining us there live from Canberra. The September 14 election will likely be won or lost in Western Sydney. Julia Gillard and Tony Abbott have been making frequent visits in recent weeks, and with good reason. Recent polling shows Labor could lose up to 9 seats in Sydney alone.
When Australia votes, Western Sydney may decide the issue, and they're already sharpening their pencils.
It's certainly not Julia Gillard, that's for sure. So, never been a Labor supporter.
Who's got your vote?
Go the Liberals.
Probably Julia.
Why?
Because I really dislike Tony Abbott.
Both political sides say the West is key.
Well, the election can turn on just the seats that are up for grabs in Western Sydney.
And it's here, they both agree, Labor's really up against it.
We're in real trouble in Western Sydney. Of Labor's 10 most marginal seats around the country, 5 are located in Western Sydney.
Polls predict a 12% swing against Labor in marginal seats in New South Wales. A backlash of that kind would see 9 Labor seats in Sydney change hands. From Coogee in the east, right across a band of Sydney electorates to the foot of the Blue Mountains, left under Liberal control, possible based on current polling. Tony Abbott started his pitch this week targeting much-needed infrastructure and services in Western Sydney.
His argument is essentially that the ALP has taken them for granted to a large extent. I think that's true.
The ALP's challenge is made even harder by the ongoing ICAC inquiry into the dealings of members of the former state Labor government.
It's a real brand issue for Labor, and it's actually affecting the public's impressions of federal Labor as well.
But it's expected the biggest issue this year will be jobs and which side can best protect them. Some voters might need convincing.
Because none of them do what they say anyway.
Chris Mark.